There's a spat emerging, and it's on social media, it's in the national media, obviously. Nigel Farage has denigrated Tommy Robinson and his supporters in a very elitist way. I don't really understand why Farage is so hostile to Tommy Robinson, why Farage is so hostile to any populist movement which challenges immigration, which challenges Islamification, which challenges the grooming gangs which have terrorised our inner cities for the past 2 decades. Nigel Farage just wants to put these people down. He wants to blacken the name of Tommy Robinson. He said Tommy Robinson is guilty when Tommy Robinson was in prison. Tommy Robinson was imprisoned for nothing. He did nothing wrong. It was a stitch-up. It was a state stitch-up to get him out the way for political reasons. Farage knew that, but instead he joined in the process of putting the boot into Tommy, and it was a moment of awakening for many patriots. They began to realise that Nigel Farage cannot be trusted, that Nigel Farage has another agenda. Now, when Anne-Marie Waters came close to winning the UKIP leadership, Farage intervened decisively. He backed Henry Bolton, and he said he didn't want populists running UKIP. UKIP had to be kept under the control of his sort of strata of society. He's a public school boy. He worked in the City of London. He's middle class. He doesn't really connect with ordinary people. He doesn't understand the needs and appreciate ordinary people. Nigel Farage really is a Tory who wants independence from Brussels. There's nothing wrong with that. He's entitled to that. But that has to be out in the open. He is not a populist, and he doesn't have the working class interest at heart. Tommy Robinson is the exact opposite. Tommy Robinson is a working class hero. He's a populist. He had no silver spoon in his mouth when he was born, and yet he got himself a decent job, an apprenticeship in the aerospace industry. And he created this political movement virtually from nothing, the EDL. He made that a powerful street movement which raised the issue of Islamic grooming gangs, of Islamic terrorism, as the Islamisation of Britain that we did not want. He brought this issue into the public format. But for Tommy, although many people such as Marlene Guest in Rotherham and Andrew Norfolk, the Times journalist, they shouted out about these grooming gangs and raised these issues. But it was Tommy Robinson who energised the whole nation, energised all people, working class people, that we could fight back on this issue. Because the Labour Party, as we know, sent a message to the police force and said, these young girls who are being groomed, don't get involved. They know what they're doing. Police officers, stay out of this. Let the Muslim grooming gangs get on with their business. What an amazing statement that was. And of course, that came from Blair and Brown. That came from the very top of the Labour Party. And that was about abandoning the white working class to criminality, to foreign criminality. It was total betrayal of their supporters by the Labour Party. And that can never be forgiven. Not that they've repented, because Sarah Champion, the Labour MP, when she exposed what was actually going on, she was sacked by Jeremy Corbyn and replaced by Naz Shah, who said the girls that are being raped should keep their mouths shut for the sake of diversity. So you can rape the white working class in every way you want for the sake of diversity. That shows you whose interest the Labour Party supports. And Tommy Robinson won't accept that, as no British person should accept. This is a criminal conspiracy by the political elite against the people of this country. And Nigel Farage has chosen to remain silent on this issue. He just wants UKIP to be this one-trick pony. It's all about Brexit and Brexit only. He doesn't want it to have any sort of populist outreach. That won't work, because we've moved from the referendum to the post-referendum politics. UKIP has made itself almost irrelevant. We need UKIP to be a bandwagon. We need UKIP to be an organising force to galvanise the people of Britain to fight for this country at every level. Not just to fight for this restructuring at an international level, but what is going on in our country. We need to stop immigration. We need to stop Islamisation. We need to reinvigorate our British national life. We need to reintroduce British values, real British values, faith, patriotism, the family. The whole Trump agenda, put America first. Let's put Britain first. The whole Trump agenda of let's make America great again. Let's make Britain great again. Surely that should be our political goal. And yet Nigel Farage doesn't want that. And he doesn't want populist voices leading the charge. Now, Tommy Robinson is a working class hero. He's a folk hero in this country. Whenever he turns up, the crowds just spontaneously burst into a rendition of, "Oh, Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson." He touches people's hearts. He hits them in the guts. And that's why he's loved so much. And Farage, Nigel, he doesn't belong with the people of this country. He's not a populist. He doesn't connect with the working class. He's an elitist and he's being exposed. And we have to move on from that. He has his role within this conservative debate about what we do about Theresa May's Brexit sellout. But he should leave UKIP alone now. He's tried to destroy UKIP with the appointment of Henry Bolton. He should leave UKIP alone. He should leave the populist forces in British politics alone to get on with it and develop a force to fight back for the working class people of this country and fight for justice. Yeah, on the 9th of December, we're having a big rally in London against Theresa May and her sellout sort of deal with the European Union. A rally for Brexit, a rally for British independence, a rally for the freedom of our nation and the freedom of our people. And I hope you can make it there. I'll be there and I'd like to meet as many people as possible. So put that in your diary. Make sure you're there. 9th of December, London, Sunday, big rally. A chance for patriots to come together and make our voices heard and create the networks which we can fight back politically. I hope you've enjoyed this channel. There's a subscription button. Hit the subscription button. The many subscribers we have as possible, the better. There's also a donation button. If you'd like to make a contribution to this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. We're hoping to buy new cameras. We're hoping to buy a camera which will enable us to film on the rally. We need constantly, equipment has to be renewed, and we have to pay travel costs to go to these places. The better the equipment we have, the more videos we can make, the easier we can make them. So if you can afford to make any donation at all, I would very much appreciate that. Thank you.